What do I say? Welcome to the Toke&Trans podcast, where we talk life, love, and getting high. Grab a J and join us.
Okay. What's going on, everybody? I spilled all my weed right as I hit the button, but it's totally fine because I'm already stoned. What's going on, you guys? It's your boys, Aaron and Beau, here for a Toke&Trans episode. Back at it. You know, we told you, we were back. We're back here being consistent. Check the receipts. We got episodes every week now. So, I want to make sure y'all are not missing out on some content because we've been getting a lot of feedback, way more than we thought we would be getting, just saying how much they love this and how much they look forward to it on their days, and we just appreciate that love from y'all, for real. We really do appreciate that, and it makes us want to come back and do more of it. And so
yes,
we want to say thank you first. I think that we should start with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Literally the only reason we keep doing it is because everyone's saying oh, thank you, we're so happy that you guys are doing this again, and we miss you and stuff. So we're okay, well, we have to get back for the
Absolutely.
people.
I mean, we enjoy it too, but it's
for the 7
if
people
y'all enjoy it too. Nah, bro. Yeah. No, we be cranking it out, and Beau's been doing some social media work, doing some clips and stuff on our socials. So check those out if you want to get the highlights, and check those out. But today we're going to talk about the gender journey. We're going to talk about Beau's, specifically his gender journey, and what that has looked like for him across his years of life here on this planet. Is that right, Beau?
Yeah, and I think we did an episode kind of similar to this where we both talked about our gender journey, but this was also before we upgraded our equipment and
and I think we have a few episodes in the beginning we don't even have videos for, so we're definitely going to try and reiterate some of the things we're saying and make sure they're more relevant for you all too.
Yeah, and some things have changed, and
for sure.
Aaron,
gender is fluid. Shit
Aaron
is fluid.
Got a lot of good questions to ask me, and I love talking about myself, so
I think this would be really helpful. I think it'd be helpful for the people to see how that it's fluid. You don't have to be constrained to a box.
Yeah.
So yes, let's walk us through your gender journey so far. So what did that look like when someone says, "What's your gender journey been like?" What comes to mind?
Oh man, chaos. Chaos is the word that comes to mind. If there was one word, it would definitely be chaotic. So if we're starting at the very beginning, right? I identified as a bisexual woman until I was 22 years old. I was always kind of like a tomboy in how I presented myself as a woman. Once my mom allowed me to cut my hair, I kept it fucking short.
Yeah,
I would buzz cut it often. Yeah, it was just I didn't aside from looks, I hated hair on my neck and shoulders. I hated the feeling.
Yeah.
I still do.
It's a sensory thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is. It's exactly a sensory thing. So aside from gender, I was just.
It's my ears for me. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just like baggier clothes because they were comfier, and no other reason really. I mean, yeah. And I feel like I was so averse to the color pink. I really didn't want anything to do with it. Yeah. I wanted to dress in mostly black and stuff.
Wild.
But then, right, I know. You look at me
Beau
now,
loves pink.
I do.
Look at his studio. You will see it's pink, bro.
See my rugs. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So flash forward. I'm 22. I'm engaged to a straight man. We were together 4 years before this happened. I was on disability at the time, and so I stayed home, and I was online a lot, and I had some friends online because I didn't really go out that often, and my friend Quinn had come out on Tumblr as gender fluid and saying that their pronouns were they them, and that was the first I'd ever heard of anything like that. I have a trans woman friend at the time, and for some reason I never thought of it the other way around.
Yeah.
And like I feel like most people do.
Yeah.
I feel like when people think of trans people, they think of trans women, and they
Yeah,
don't
I
think
agree.
of the other, right, because trans men are often left out of the conversation. And this was my case as well, because like we've said before, if you don't have the language, then you don't know.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
right, and I didn't know what the gender fluid. What the fuck
That's
is
an
that?
option? That's an option?
Right. Like what? That's crazy. So I messaged Quinn and I'm like,
Yeah, tell me
tell
more.
me
Yeah.
everything. Yes, like
Yeah.
I am so interested. And so, they spill the tea and I'm like, you're blowing my mind right now. And like, I don't want you to think that like I'm copying you, but like, I'm going to look into this more. And
Yeah. Yeah.
they were just like so happy that I gave that they gave me the language to like see see a whole different
Yeah.
possibility of life.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have to be constricted to this one or the other, at all. No, and I didn't. I've never identified as non-binary. But in the
Hmm.
beginning of my gender exploration, I remember how satisfying the word "they" felt to me,
Hmm.
because it wasn't either, and I wasn't sure. And I was
Right.
like, I love this. I could sit in this for a while until I'm comfortable with something else. And that's kind of what I did until I came out to other people other than like the person I was dating and my inner circle of friends. And yeah, I
Hmm.
definitely was comfortable with that for a while. And it was nice to not have to pick a box. I could just be myself.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I I understand that a lot when you said that like they felt comfortable because you weren't sure. When
Hmm.
I when I started using he him, and I had posted about it a lot, it felt like it didn't feel comfortable at first because I felt like I didn't deserve it yet or something.
Cause you like what? Cause you felt like you didn't pass or something.
I felt like I didn't pass, so I felt like it was performative. So I felt like when people used it, they were clocking me as trans, and that felt like way too vulnerable. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm not ready for other people to see me as a trans person, you know?
yeah. I'm like still processing this within myself. Still, like
Right.
externally is gonna be a lot. Yeah,
Yeah, so it right, it was just like I know that I don't pass, so you're saying that I look trans and you're respecting what you know what I mean? It's just like,
yeah,
ooh, it felt so weird and I
yeah.
totally get that. So
And when was that?
that when I started using okay, so
Sorry,
when I
I
came out
kicked you off your track.
no,
You
no,
could
no,
say,
no. So I came out as gender fluid and then I ended up breaking up with that guy because by gender fluid, for me it meant that I would have girl days and boy days,
mhm,
um, depending on how I wanted to be perceived or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
And he wouldn't sleep in the bed with me on my boy days because he's not gay. And
Oh yeah, wow. And
that
you
was
were engaged at this point.
we were engaged. Yeah, we had been
Okay.
together for 4 years at
Oh
that
wow.
point, and he
Yeah.
tried.
Yeah.
Um, he's not gay. I
Right.
mean, there's nothing I can do about
Right.
that. So we broke
Yeah.
up, and that's fine. Um,
Yeah.
he wasn't ready to move in that direction with me, and that's fine. So we broke up. I was in the gender fluid area for a while, um, and then I realized how difficult it is for a person in the middle to ask for the middle and receive the middle. Nobody wants to
Right.
use they them.
Everyone always seems
It's
like it's an extra thing,
right,
like I'm an
and
extra drama, even though we use it all the time in all kinds of situations.
right, which by the
But
way,
I see.
the singular they has been used in the English language since the 15th century. So If anybody wants
So
to say grammar this, grammar that, blah blah blah, if somebody loses their wallet and you don't know who it belongs to, you hope that they find it because you don't know
yeah,
their gender. And
yeah,
like, look, I
yeah,
just used it.
yeah. Exactly, exactly.
So
No, I got you.
anyway,
Sorry, I keep kicking you off. Go ahead, keep going. This is a stoner podcast, y'all.
oh fuck.
Keep up, listeners.
So then so then
Hits the yes.
yeah.
Hmm.
Also trying to remember what I last said, hoping it came to me, and it didn't.
Oh no, I got you. No, you. So you broke up with this guy. You
Oh yeah,
started.
yeah,
You
yeah.
identified as gender fluid.
Right. And then I was like, I'm not getting it. People are saying whatever anyway. So
You're not
I'm
getting
like,
they in
right.
return. Is
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm tired of explaining this to people and also arguing. I'm like, I shouldn't have to argue
Hmm.
about myself. Like,
Yeah, I shouldn't have to.
that's
Yeah,
like saying,
argue my existence.
that's like you telling me your shoe size. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Like, oh,
That's not
okay,
your
bro.
shoe size. You actually,
You'd,
you're actually a size
yeah,
13.
you'd walk
I'm
away and be
sorry.
like, "This guy just told me I was not the right shoe size." Yeah, exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Right. So that got exhausting. And so I was like, you know what? Just don't use she. Just don't use she. She is gross. So I was like, he, they. Because,
Yeah,
in places that are ready to use they, I'd rather be they. But like if you're gonna like she or he, me, I'd rather be he. So
yeah,
that was when it was kind of feeling like you're clocking me. Stop it.
yeah. You're like,
Um
I'm not liking this anymore.
yeah, and that was like, oh shit. That was like 24. Oh my god. I don't even I don't even know.
That's okay. General
I
date so
might have
far.
it might have been like 24. I know I've been Beau for 7 years. So
Yes, sir.
that's 2019, I think.
Yes,
Yeah. How old was I in 2019? Oh fuck.
seven
Now I
seven
have to
years
do
ago.
math. 7 years ago. I can't do this math. Hold on. I'm doing a calculator. I don't want y'all bitches to know how old I am.
What's your age? Oh, I got you. Never mind. I'm just like, what's your age? Say, what are you talking about? No, I got you.
Okay, well, you're gonna figure
Same.
it out anyway by saying how old I am. So
Someone's gonna say, wait, they're gonna do that. Oh.
yeah. So anyway, so
What?
when I was 27, I came out as Beau. Okay, so well,
Love that.
came out. I just changed my name to Beau. Um,
Right.
because before I was going by Lennon, because I wanted something more neutral, right?
Mm,
So I was going by Lennon, like John Lennon. But
mm-hmm.
the problem with also with that name, and I worked retail at the time. I was always doing orders and answering phones.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, "Hi, this is Lennon. How can I help you?" And they're like, "Lynn, hi, Lynn," and I'm like, "No, no."
Hanging up. Click.
And that was also it. Also sucked because that was part of my dead name.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I'm like,
So
ugh, it's not
triple
even like a
no.
totally
Triple no.
unrelated name. Right. It's like, fuck. So
Yeah. It's a
I need
hard no.
something, I figured, like short, sweet, and to the point, something that
Mhm.
cannot be misheard. And
Yeah. Very
so,
simple.
right. I was taking blunts to the face with my friend one night and bitching
Yes. Love
about
that.
this particular problem in general, like saying how everybody fucking calls me Lynn on the phone. I'm fucking sick of it, and it's also
Yeah.
because my voice is, I sound like I sound like a lady on the phone. It's whatever. I'm probably always gonna sound like a lady on the
No.
phone because I do
Nah,
the
bro.
customer service voice, and it's always up here. And
Nah.
um, so anyway, and then my friend is like, Beau, how about Beau? And I was like, bitch,
It's over.
bitch, that is immaculate because I can spell it the
Yes.
French way and it goes
Oh,
great with my last name and
yes.
it was
Yes.
just perfect.
Oh my god.
So literally the next day, I didn't even try that shit out. I was like, no, Beau is perfect.
Yeah.
So the next day I was like, I'll stay Lennon at work because I'm not gonna I've been Lennon for like 2 years to these people,
Pretend
you
it's your
know.
middle name.
Right. So I'm still gonna go by Lennon at work unless I change stores. I did end up changing stores, and when I changed stores, that was when I was like, okay, I know you guys know that I'm Lennon, but I'm actually Beau. Um, and that was fine.
Yeah.
Um, but I have the Facebook post, it comes up in your memories or whatever.
Yes. Oh my god.
Um, I love that I did that because I don't remember half the shit I posted about.
Oh my god. I don't have. I'm on a new Facebook, so
Oh
those memories
yeah.
are
Oh yeah.
locked. They're locked in a safe where they belong. Yeah.
Period.
Period. End of story. No. Okay, I got you. So so where are we at with your journey here? You've got
Um.
so you found your name as Beau and you
Oh
were
yes.
going by he they at this point?
Right. Yeah, and then
Okay.
so I kind of shifted um from like a gender fluid to demi demi boy, which
Okay.
is like it's a non-binary like identity,
Okay.
um but essentially means like mostly boy and
Mhm.
something else. It
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
be like mostly boy and a little bit girl, mostly boy and something androgynous or whatever, but that
Okay, got
felt
you. Got you.
that felt right
Yeah. Yeah,
because
checks out. Checks out.
I never presented very femme
Mhm.
after I changed my pronouns. Like even gender fluid, I didn't really like. I liked doing makeup. That was the thing. And whenever
Yeah.
I wore makeup, I was always getting. So I was kind of like changing into what I was being perceived as. It was like I was
Mhm.
kind of making a compromise with myself. Now, this
Yeah.
isn't to say that all non-binary identities like gender fluid this is the case. This was just my case because
Yeah,
like I said, I didn't have the language, so I'm going through the whole spectrum and finding my
as you
comfortable place.
as you discover it, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm learning as I'm going. And
Yeah. No,
so
facts.
where I am at any point is where I'm feeling the most comfortable. And
Mhm.
like at this point I know that trans men exist. I know that that's an identity, but it doesn't feel comfortable to me yet.
Mhm.
And so I a demi boy sounded the most like me, and so I was going by that for a while, like identifying with that for a while, and then I realized that I want to be perceived as a man, and like that would make me feel the most safe and comfortable,
Mhm.
and that's
Like
when I
across the
decided.
board.
Right. There was a
Yeah.
period of time where I knew that hormones were a possibility for me, but I didn't want it because I didn't want facial hair.
Mhm.
I I saw
Yeah.
myself as like this like hairless twink or whatever, and like
Yeah,
and
no,
I
I
was
feel that. I didn't think
yeah,
I'd want it either.
right. And like I mean now that I have a mustache and beard and I shave it off and I have a fucking panic attack. I'm like, no, I want it back. So
Regret.
good thing it grows back like the next day, but
Hell yeah.
it's and I also I the only thing I wanted was my voice to change and stuff. And like so I started hormones once I realized that I wanted to be perceived as a man and like all
Mhm.
of these things together would make that happen. And I knew that if something happened that I didn't want, I could stop at any time.
Mhm.
And once the changes started happening, I started getting more body hair, which was also something I didn't really want. I
Mhm. Me too.
I loved it. Once my beard
Mhm.
started coming in, I didn't really want. I fucking loved it. I started putting mascara on my mustache to make it more obvious.
Yeah,
I you
yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
it was just like everything that happened was something that I thought didn't want to happen but ended up giving me euphoria anyway. So
Yeah.
that's when I was like, okay, he him. This is I've given myself evidence that this is euphoria to me.
Yeah.
And like that he him felt felt more comfortable at that point. And with things like a mustache and beard, getting he himmed didn't feel performative or like I was getting clocked. It felt more
Right.
like I was passing, you
Because you,
know.
yeah, because you felt that way too. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Um and that's I started, man, I started dressing so hyper masculine, like I would only wear button ups.
Yeah.
I I would wear like, polo shirts, tucked into my khakis and shit, like
Yeah.
fucking business casual. That was how I dressed. It's like business casual and baseball caps. Can you imagine me? I I got all my shirts at Burlington Coat Factory, the button ups in the men's section with all the crazy prints and shit, like all the dad shirts, all the like.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there was
Yeah.
nothing I wore that wasn't button up, and
Oh my god. Oh my god,
so
love.
like that's what I'm still clearly finding myself. I'm thinking like he him has to dress this way, but
Hmm.
he him doesn't have to dress that way.
Yeah. Was this like
uh,
around Maryland time, or was this like right before Maryland?
this was this was around Maryland time, because
It
if
was.
you notice in the photos, I was
Mhm.
wearing a button up that day, the blue denim button up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So this is
Yeah.
around the time that I met Beau.
And I had
Around the
I
time.
had like the corporate short, low fade in the back with the
Oh
side
yes.
part, you know.
Yes. I got you. I've seen the pictures. They look good.
Yeah, and the tortoise shell frames on my glasses, because I was so professional. Yeah, I was a manager of a frame shop at that point, so it was like I just looked corporate all the time. Ugh,
Let's. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like let's see, I've been with Tim for 5 years, so yeah, that would have been right when I met Tim. That was right when I met Tim.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
he's
So
seen me
why?
change a lot.
Yeah. And then that's around the time you also started hormones, right?
Yes, that man has seen me through, first of all, the
For
entirety
real.
of puberty.
Yeah.
Um, he
Right?
saw the beard come in. He saw
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He
Yeah.
fucking so many different haircuts and hairstyles and fucking
Yeah. If you have a partner that has been with you for that long, like drop a comment and just appreciate them for just a quick sec because
yeah.
they're awesome.
He went through puberty with me. Oh, that poor man,
Ah. Oh man,
just hungry
that's
and angry
funny.
all the time.
Shit. I didn't get angry. I just got hungry.
Yeah,
I got lots of hungry.
yeah, me
But
too. I got so fucking hungry.
when when did you realize that like you wanted like that your like external like the way you wanted to dress wanted to change? Like when did like because you obviously you don't feel like button ups are the requirement now. So like when did that switch?
Yeah, that's a good question. Um,
Or just like gradually, I'm sure.
yeah, it was gradual. It was after, because I always said I can't wait till I grow a beard so I can be comfortable in a skirt again. And
Ah,
it was because I knew once I had a beard I'd be perceived as a man. And I didn't want to put on a skirt and then all of a sudden, oh, that's a girl. You know what I mean? Once I had a beard, I would be a man in a skirt. And that's what I wanted.
yeah,
I wanted to
yeah,
be
yeah,
able to
yeah,
wear whatever I want and be perceived as a man. So I think, again, the me doing the button up thing and the corporate casual was me making a compromise with the world, and like, look, I'm doing what you want me to do to be perceived as a man. So like, you got to help me
yeah,
out and perceive me as a man.
yeah. The gender me correctly.
Right. But now, like, I look like this, I feel like I can wear whatever I want, and I will be perceived as a man regardless.
Right, right.
And
Yeah, I see.
especially I feel like once I got top surgery, I've been feeling a million times more comfortable to I still buy most of my clothes in the women's section. The men's section, I don't know when it started, but
Yeah.
well, I do know when it started when my beard started filling in and I started passing. That's when I
Yeah.
started dressing more femme. And I was I found a way that of binding that worked for me that,
Hmm.
was made me feel more comfortable, and so that gave me um a whole new wardrobe I could access because I wasn't worried about like my binder showing or anything like that. And I could wear
Yeah.
like low cut shit and like have my chest hair out, and I loved
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
but then once I got top surgery, then it was like mesh shirts became available, like tank tops
Yeah.
became available, and
I want you
like
to see now. Yeah.
right now it's like
See me.
yes, I can wear these like revealing things that also reveal that I'm a man, because like you're not
Hmm.
gonna, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if I
Yeah.
wear a bikini top, I'm a man in a bikini top. Like
Right. Yeah.
so
That's how, I got that. I got you.
right. So like now I feel like just call me he, you know,
Yeah.
because that's what's easiest for everybody. But if we're if I'm talking to a queer person and we're talking about the nuances of our gender,
Hmm.
I'm going to mention that I'm somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel these days more non-binary than I ever have.
Yeah.
And I feel way more like 50-50 femme mask these days.
Yeah.
Um whereas before it was mostly like just mask. But I think it's because to me I didn't pass as man. So it was already like just by looking the way that I did, it was femme,
Yeah.
you know?
That's how you felt. Yeah.
Right. And now it's the opposite. Just by looking how I do, it's mask.
Right.
So I can dress head to toe in woman
Right.
because the weight of looking like this, presenting as mask, is way more than any tube top or frilly little skirt is going to gender me as a woman.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
aren't
Like
going to see me as a woman.
yeah, it gives the clothes less power to be like, this is who I am, and not like, I think this looks
Yes.
good.
Yes, you worded it exactly, dude. Right,
Got you.
because like before T, you're it doesn't
Hmm.
matter what I do. I'm getting she heard. So in a dress it's just like, oh, beautiful woman, you know, and
Yeah.
like that's not what it means now.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
definitely reads as queer man, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm most comfortable being perceived as. Like it's not just man. Like man is probably the least important part. Queer is the most important part. And
Yeah.
like that's what
Yeah.
I want. I want to look queer.
Yeah. No,
And
I feel that. I feel that.
I
And
feel like
it,
I do. I feel like I do look queer. I want to look like a safe person.
yeah, no, I feel that 100%. And I work so hard to pass, especially in like where I live is like a danger because I live in Tennessee. So it's not a safe place right now for trans people in general. But after I got to the point to where I was never misgendered, I started to worry that if I was in the bathroom with younger me, would I be scared of myself? And I said, the answer was yes. I would be scared of myself.
Yeah.
My knee jerk reaction would be like, I'm in the deep south, like I need to be aware of my situation. This guy stereotypically looks like the people that hate me. And and I didn't like that feeling. And I was like, okay, I'm not someone who enjoys feminine clothes. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm just not something that I want to rock. If I'm feeling really gender euphoric, I'll rock like a purple shirt. You know what I mean? Like I'll get crazy and go
Yeah.
with purple. I'm also a very like black everything guy, so like
Yes, black
colors.
everything.
Yeah, and like the purple shirt is matched by black everything else to give the
Yeah, yeah.
purple the pop that it needs.
Right.
So no, I definitely Definitely feel that. So yeah, I wanted to like kind of like show myself that I am a safe person too, or not show, show my younger self,
Right.
other people that I was a younger person. So I went on Etsy. I found this dope ass bracelet from this like local shop that makes them from their like little tiny little place,
Mm-hmm.
and it was mostly black. And it had all the colors on it, the full rainbow. I like how it had the trans, and also the um, excuse me,
The black and
also
brown.
yeah, also the black and brown accents to it. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is what's going to be my signal. I'm going to wear it all the time. And that's going to be, so like I hang it with my keys. So when I leave the house, I grab my keys and I put my bracelet on. So that way I know that people can see me. And I also feel like I'm like kind of doing a little protesting situation, like just by
Yeah.
existing, because they're like looking at me expecting one thing. And then they see my bracelet and I feel like they might like kind of like double think about things, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what I want, especially in this area. I feel like this is the place. So like I and then I joke with Kayla, I'm like, they probably think I'm a gay guy. And then like
Yeah.
I'm like and then I'm like walking with Kayla and my baby, and they're probably like, why
Oh,
what
that's his bestie.
yeah, is this gay best friend? Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I don't give gay best friends. So I'm like, I bet they're really thinking about it. And it makes
It's
me
a Will
happy
and
though,
Grace
because
situation.
yeah, shit. Hell no. Hell
That's so
no.
funny.
Yeah, so that just when you said that, that's what it reminded me of. In my situation, I'm like, once I started feeling more affirmed, I was like, I don't want I want to look safe. I want to look like someone that someone wants to stand in line with, and know that in the whole room full of people, I saw someone with a queer bracelet on in that back corner that's wearing that hat. So like just a peace of mind is like, I'm not by myself up in here,
Right. Yeah, yeah,
in any
yeah.
situation.
Absolutely. There's I gotta send you. I saw something the other day on social media. It was like a pride like T-shirt and
Hmm.
like hoodie brand or whatever that they don't do rainbow. It's all black T-shirts and like tattoo designs, like traditional tattoo designs with like
Yeah.
inclusive like slogans and stuff on it, like protect trans kids, but it's
Oh
like
my god,
snakes.
oh my god,
I got
oh
I got
my
to send it
god,
to
you
you because I was
have
like, this
to,
is so that would be
you have
perfect for
to.
you because it then it's you doing
Yes.
your little protest, but it's also
My little
still
protest,
still your black
exactly.
little T-shirt.
Exactly. I also like to keep in my dashboard a trans flag or a pride flag.
Mhm.
Usually I put my trans flag uh and but I put it up on the dash, so like it's up there. But like I'll be honest, if I were to be getting pulled over and I felt in a situation where I might be unsafe, my
Mhm.
flag would go under my seat, and my bracelet will I will take it off if I feel
Yeah,
like I'm to the point to where I feel like I'm unsafe. And
absolutely.
that's something I also like about my bracelet is it's like only like 1/4 colorful. So like
Mhm.
if I see somebody that I feel like is like for example in Tennessee, like just walking around with an open gun, just chilling on their pocket or something, I'm like,
Mhm.
I will spin it around on the inside so it looks just like a black bracelet. So there's just
Right.
like there are like, while I am like trying to be like a signal that like this place can be better, like we can be better than this as a state, I also have to like keep myself into consideration too, and my family too. So it's okay to do a balance of both. And I feel like I should probably say that there's no shame in turning it around when you're not feeling safe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, right. I think in a way that's what me dressing hyper masculine was, like trying to keep me safe in a way. But
Like
I
peace.
also right. I also during that time I was working in a
Oh,
very
okay.
gay area.
Yeah, that's good.
um Rehoboth, Delaware, and colloquially known as Rehomo. So lot
Let's
of gay
go.
stuff going on down there. So that was great. Um and then also um I live in I live in Philly now, which is just like super fucking queer. So it's probably like the gayest city in the world.
Oh my
I
god.
would I
I
would
When
probably
I go to
say.
visit Beau, out and I'm like coming up from my Tennessee little Tennessee town, Man, I'm like, oh my god, babe, look, there's a pride flag. Look, oh babe, there's another pride flag. Did you see the other pride flag? What? And then I told Beau, Beau said like, bro, they're gonna be there fucking everywhere. And I was like,
Yeah,
well, I'm just not gonna fucking get over it because they're everywhere. Like
they're
in
everywhere.
Tennessee, in my town, like you don't see that shit anywhere. And if you do, you know, the few houses in the town that have them, and you're like, fucking love you every time you pass them.
Mhm.
You're like, I hope you're blessed the fuck out of. I hope you know what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
like, I hope you get it, bro.
There's so many churches too that have like banners that say "All are welcome" with the Pride flag,
Uh,
like Black Lives Matter everywhere.
that yeah,
It's yeah.
I think that's probably the next step is for churches to be a little bit more open. Also, I have been I have worked with a church that's trying to be more inclusive,
Hell
and like
yeah.
wanted to redo their website to try to like show people that like we're not one of them. So I thought that was a pretty cool collab that I did recently.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. I think more churches need to separate themselves. I mean, if they're being honest, I
Yeah,
think they
yeah, yeah,
should
yeah.
separate themselves from the bullshit that's going on right now. Because
Just otherwise, you're just automatically grouped in with random people that are doing wild shit. So be careful out
right,
there.
yes, yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah,
yeah, the Christians, they're all being grouped together,
yeah.
and I know it
Just
sucks
stereotyping
because
sucks in general.
right, because my partner's dad is a father for Episcopal.
Yes, Episcopal. That was the church I
Episcopal.
worked with.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
that's
He's
the
an
kind of
Episcopal
church. Yeah.
pastor, and he's very, very inclusive. They're one of the ones that wave the progress flag and stuff, and
Hmm.
he's all three of his children are queer. So
Yeah.
um,
Uh,
they're
can't.
very so accepting. And
Yeah.
his mom keeps his mom's phone case is the progress pride flag. She's
Oh my God,
they're just like
cute
they're the sweetest, cutest, adorable. And
allies.
and it sucks because, I mean, I know now, but when I first met them and knowing that
Yeah.
he's a pastor, I was like freaking out. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, he's gonna fucking
Yeah.
hate me. He's
Definitely.
gonna like, oh
Definitely.
my god.
Yeah, I got
And
that.
Tim's like, no, you don't understand. And I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And
so
did you
yeah,
meet the family did you meet the family before you felt like with he him pronoun like you had he him pronouns or
I
you don't
had he
remember?
him pronouns. I was pretty comfortable
Okay.
at that point. My I had like a Limp Biscuit chin strap going on.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Fire.
And yeah, and I was I was still in my mostly button up phase, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wore a I wore a button up tucked into khakis when I met him. Also, I was, meeting them for the first time and I wanted to be nice. I ended up having an asthma attack because I was so nervous, but they were great about it.
Ah.
They were really great about it,
Ah.
and he gave me a kiss on the face, and they're just such a loving family. They're just
Ah.
always smooching, smooching. I'm so happy you came. I'm so happy you're here. I love you so much, and
Ah. That's so healing. So
I
healthy.
know, and he's such a good cook too, and it's just
Some families just don't snuggle enough. Like I feel like
I know,
some people are
and
very
they do
I don't know
vacations with each other all the
cute.
time, like every year, okay?
Yeah.
And one of the ones, and I'm always invited, and one of the ones that
Um.
we went to, it was like this really great Airbnb with like this lake,
Mm,
and we were, it was like early afternoon, we were drinking, and Tim's mom said, I'm so lucky to have such a good relationship with my kids that I want to hang out with them as adults.
oh yeah, that's good shit.
And like, yeah,
And
that
they
like
want to
they're
be with me.
and they want to be yes, that my
Yeah,
adult children want to hang out with me.
that's a
And
flex.
like that
That's a
is a
fucking
flex. That is a
flex.
flex. And because I want to hang out with them too. They're a
Yeah,
wonderful
yeah.
family. Love them.
Love
Love them.
that. Oh my god. I
Not to
was
go off about Tim's
I know.
family.
I know.
I'm a
We
little
just,
stoned.
I was gonna say it's a stoner podcast. Y'all know we're gonna
What are
be
we
going
talking
on
about?
tangents. I was. Well, there's two more. There's kind of two more questions I wanted to think before we wrap it up, and I wanted
Right
to
on.
think what's something that you wish people understood better about gender fluidity and like going through the process, like in general, like not the people that are going through it themselves, but like the people that are seeing someone else experience that. Like, what's something
Mhm.
you wish they understood?
Um, I wish they understood that it's totally natural. Um, that it
To
can be a tool, right, to explore one's own gender, because the people that don't understand are the people that think that gender is inherent in you because you have a certain kind of reproductive system, or not even system.
external.
You might just have an external genitalia that looks one way.
Yeah,
And then they said,
yeah.
okay, you are girl.
Hard
You,
stop.
female child, are girl. Right. Even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
they have no idea what your chromosomes are at the time. They have no idea what, if you have any androgyny deficiency, if you can absorb estrogen that you produce, if you're allergic to your own testosterone, if you have internal testes, or like, but
So many things.
so many things can happen. You can have so many gene mutations, or your genes can present a different way. You can have an extra SRY on the X chromosome. God, it could be so many things. And also,
Yeah,
that's not gender, that's sex. And
right.
gender is a social construct, and we look at it and it looks different through different cultures across different times.
Yeah.
Things that people are
Different
saying.
countries. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And like, things that people say now are like for women, like purses and high heels were things that were made for men. And
Right. Right. Like
like,
y'all just so
high
just
heels were made
remember.
for men.
Yeah. So we wish that's what
And
you should leave here with is for sure. Is
it's
that
all
you
made up.
it's
Gender's
all
just
made
made
up.
up.
Someone decided, hey, this is a good idea, let's do it. And then it's not like
Right,
it's like the law of the land. That's not how it works. Um
exactly. So
what
yeah,
and
that's what I wish.
no, and then what about to the people that are trying to experience it, trying to explore it? What would you say to them so that way they feel less pressure to figure it out quickly?
I would say that compromise is necessary, that society is going to perceive you in a certain way no matter what you do, and you should you should practice like good coping skills and self affirmations to work around that, because like, it can be tough when like you're not passing in the way that you want to, and like, passing is bullshit, I understand, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't something that I needed to happen for me.
Mm.
um and like, but also basing my own happiness on how the outside world perceives me is insane work.
Exhausting.
Exhausting. You can't trust the outside world to perceive you how you want to be perceived. You got to keep your little system, your support system, where you can be gendered correctly, meet up with them on a regular basis, and keep affirming yourself, and fuck everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, find your circle and know who's your people,
Right.
Absolutely. I appreciate that, dude. And
I appreciate you.
I want to say one thing about super masculine guys. And so like I think trans people, I think just like when you were in the beginning, you were like, these are the rules. These are I have to wear this button up. I have to do these things. And I feel like even as a trans, like I'm very masculine. I don't like I am like there's just nothing really feminine about me in from my perspective, and
No.
but I want to encourage people to just like let themselves feel their authentic selves, because if you've made it to the end of this podcast, I'll give you some tea that I don't think
Oh
I've ever said anywhere else.
my
Oh,
god.
okay.
Oh my
So
god.
just a little tea, a little tea. I'd probably say 99.9% of the time, 100% masculine, right? 100% masculine.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mm-hmm.
something that happens when I'm by myself and the right like song comes on and I'm dancing and I feel 100% comfortable dancing as if a woman does, like a cis woman does.
Yes.
And like I can move like they can, and like I know that's not like a gender constricting thing, but it's something that I enjoy with myself. And I'll be honest, I don't show that to like people. I don't like that. Like I don't even think I've like danced with my wife like that. Like I
Oh
just
my
dance
god.
like by myself in a very, I have to be in the right mood and all these things. But I just wanted to say, like, just if you're one of those hyper masculine dudes like following this and like thinking, like following along, like thinking, and just want to encourage you that there's not rules, and like you don't have to share those things with other people. You can just explore that and like live in that and still think that that's sexy, even if you don't share it with other people.
You can throw it back in private.
Yeah, you can.
Hey.
Yeah, you can, and you
You
could.
can.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, dancing for me is something that like I is just like I don't know, just really helps me feel a lot better. And like singing and
I
dancing along to the music
Yes.
with some headphones, it just puts me
Yes.
in another world. So
Me
yeah,
too, dude. And
yeah,
I totally vibe with that. I feel like, like how I said I'm mostly in the middle now.
yeah,
I feel like in if like if I went to the club and
yeah.
started to and was dancing with the girls, I would instantly I'm one of the
You can
girls. Like
find it. You can tap in. Yeah,
I
my
love
ears are
being a
hot just from telling you
woman.
that. My
Oh
ears
my
are hot just
god.
from saying that. 'Cause I'm not... No, but that's crazy.
Oh,
I just wanted to share that too. Um, yeah, I think yeah.
I
I love
love
you
that.
guys.
I love
Thanks
you.
for tuning in to today's episode.
Yeah, thanks
And
for listening to me yap about myself.
no, I hope you guys find some encouragement from this perspective too. Like you can explore and be comfortable, and fuck the world about it. It's your
Yeah,
journey and your body, and you're wearing your shoes and no one else's. So we love
exactly.
you, and we'll see you
We
next
love you.
Friday, I guess. And we'll see you
See you
in the
in the next one.
next one. Okay.
Bye.